Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Let's go!
Zach Stevens on the huge guest.
Let's go!
Big time Zach Stevens.
Let's go,
has joined us on the DNVR Broncos podcast. All right, Zach.
Man, those vibes are perfect.
Oh, yeah. That's very,
I'm not talking about you guys, talking about music.
Oh,
yeah.
here we go again. Here we go again.
Yeah.
Already.
We're presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. I feel like my mic's really low. I don't know. Anyways, DraftKings.
You just don't like being drowned out by the music.
No, not that part. That's too loud now. Yeah, maybe the music is just drowning me out. I don't know. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook. Use the code DNVR when you get over there. All right, Zach, we have questions for you because a lot of people around here are saying you might be a witch.
Oh.
Yeah, because somehow you were supposed to land at 12:20.
22.
12:20. They do that? They go all the way to the minute like that?
Of course they do.
Just to be wrong.
Zach says he's going to land at 12:22. And I'm like, oh, shit. He has to go get his credential before he can even come here. There is no shot he's getting here by 1 o'clock. And so then Henry and I are, moseying around, trying to get some food in us. All I've eaten today is 2 slices of pineapple and a muffin. Do not recommend that at all.
So what point are you crashing in this show?
I don't know. Yesterday was when you came on. I don't know why.
Yeah, you guys were struggling.
Yeah, we were dragging a little bit, and then you were echoing, and it just ruined everything.
I'm calling you Echo Man.
Oh yeah, Echo Man. Echo Man's here.
Wow,
I like being heard twice.
And then
like a superhero.
We came back at 12:50, and you were already here. So explain yourself.
Well, guys, I had a security escort.
Wow.
Not a police escort. A security escort. Escort.
Zach had an escort, everyone.
I had
Zach had an
security
escort?
I think I would be late if I had the other type of escort. I don't think I'd be on time. Whoa.
I'm not so sure.
Henry,
I think you'd be early if you don't know that.
You just got to trust me on this one, fellas. You just got to trust me.
We'll ask around.
Well, never mind.
People are staring everywhere. This is exactly what I wanted.
It was. He said make a ruckus today.
And 4 minutes in, we've accomplished that?
Yeah.
My guy Dan, Security Dan, brought me.
This is a real thing.
Yeah,
Security Dan, our guy.
I'm serious. Brought me all around. And exactly where to be. I was cutting lines. Yeah, absolutely. So
how did you meet
Shout out to
Dan?
Security Dan. He's a Detroit Lions fan, but he's going to tune in to the DNVR Broncos show.
Okay, tell us more about your encounter. How did you meet Security Dan?
Well, outside in an alley. And I kid you not, he was standing there wearing a security thing. I said, "Do you know where Radio Row is?" And he said, "Yeah." I got you. And he started walking. And I was like,
"Wow,
okay,
like
here we
fast
go.
walking?
Here we go. Let's
he
go."
needed something to do.
Yep.
So you went straight to get your credential.
Yep, pick that up.
And then Security Dan took you here.
Yep.
That is sick.
Yep.
That's super sick.
I
That
wonder
kind of
if we can
reminds me
book
of
him.
last night when we were leaving the parking garage, and we parked in that parking garage for over 12 hours. Like we got here at 8 o'clock yesterday,
geez.
and we went home at what? 9?
10.
10. So I was like, oh, this is going to be the most expensive parking garage exit of all time. As we're pulling up to the parking garage exit, a random man walks up to us. He's wearing a vest, though. You got to trust anyone who's wearing a vest.
Of course.
And he says, all right, it's $20, but it's $10 if you pay me in cash.
No.
And I was like, oh, this is
He's going to
quite
take the 10 and run.
Well, so that's what I was thinking a little bit, but then we didn't have $10, so I was like, sorry, we only have a 5. I guess we'll just pay with the card. And he's like, no, I'll just take the 5. And at this point, I'm like, all right, there's at least a 20% chance he just takes this $5 bill and runs away. I'm like, I'm willing to.
It's $5.
I'm willing to see if that happens. That'd be funny.
Yeah. You gamble over at DraftKings, might as well gamble here.
Right.
Yeah.
Took the $5, let us out.
Wow.
$5 for 13 or 14 hours of parking during Super Bowl week.
Man, Phoenix is cheap.
Yes, exactly. But I think what happened is he just paid for a month parking pass.
Okay.
And then just taking people's cash and letting them out.
I think so.
It was a genius business plan.
He got Spano, too. Spano paid the full $10.
Yeah, Spano paid the full
He didn't know to haggle with him. He was upset about it when he got back, too.
Yeah.
I was like, you should take that as a compliment. You're all dressed nice. Like, he had, like, those shoes on and all that. He looked like he had money. He looked like he could blow $10.
I should have gone back to our guy, told him to charge him $50.
Yeah. Hopefully Security Dan is not in charge of whatever goes on in that parking garage.
No, hey, I mean, he got me here. If he's making money off the side, I'm cool with that.
Yes.
All right, Zach.
Just don't shut down.
Quickly, just take us through your last 24 hours or so.
Boy, it's been a big one. 24 hours ago, I was at the Broncos facility talking to Sean Payton. And you guys know where Sean Payton is right now?
Here?
Here.
He is?
No.
He is.
Is he actually at the Fox Sports Media Day?
That's something I don't know. Someone came up to us and said, Fox Sports Media Day starts in 15 minutes. You know, and then he listed like 5 guys, but Sean Payton wasn't one of them. So there's a chance that Sean went back to Denver at some point today, but I know he was here last night, and then he's coming back.
We heard he was in LA last night.
We did. Yeah.
We did.
At the
It's a
Fox
well-traveled
set
man.
in studio.
I think he's going there this weekend.
Oh.
Wow,
I
we
know
heard it all.
he's gonna be in Arizona at some point this week.
Okay.
I swear I saw him last night there.
All right. If we find out that he's at Fox Sports Media Day, someone's just got to go up there and see if they can bring him down to the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of Sean, he was wearing not just an orange tie yesterday, but he was wearing an orange tie with horses on it.
Wow.
So when we talk
So
about
sick.
details, I mean, he's getting down to the nitty-gritty.
That's so sick.
He's
I
a-
wish I had a tie like that.
He's a tie guy now. Like
Tie
everything that he wears has a subliminal message.
Again,
So
he
he-
knows that.
Yeah.
Like, it's legit. Because he knows that people are going to read into it,
Yep.
he will play into that.
Yep.
You got to be looking at the ties with this guy.
You got
So
to
do
be
you-
looking at everything.
What if he wears a tie with Alex Singleton's face on it
Then we'll say,
on the broadcast? We're like, he's got to be re-signing.
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
wow.
I mean, just like yesterday, he brought up Latavius Murray. He's back, right?
Yep, back.
He's gotta be.
It's on his tie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't understand this tie thing. It's on his tie.
He's gonna wear a Latavius Murray tie.
Oh, so he's just okay,
the hint.
okay.
Drop the hint.
And depending on how big like the face is of the person on the tie
That's
determines
how
how
big
much
the
he loves
contract
it.
is.
Wow.
Or like maybe you could rank people.
So then, how big is Russ's face?
Ooh.
Small face Russ, not going to lie.
No,
Yeah.
he's got the huge. He already has the contract.
That's
I
true.
mean,
Are we
but-
talking about the shirt? Is it wrapping around the entire shirt?
No.
That's not how ties work.
Yeah.
I
mean,
we're
I've
talking
seen some
250
fat ties.
million.
They do have fat ties, though. Maybe it's just super long. Like, sometimes people wear ties that are just, like, too long.
Yeah,
Some-
you got to go at the belt buckle.
Some
That's-
people
that's
wear
supposed
them,
to
like,
touch,
up there.
touch the tip of it.
Yeah.
Touch the tip. Touch
Yep.
tips.
Just touch the tip.
Touch the tips.
Exactly.
Okay, so really quick, we got an exciting show today.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have Alex Singleton on
Let's
in just a few minutes.
go.
We're really excited. He's already giving Henry shit, which is just
Yeah,
like
it's amazing.
that's so great.
We're contentious. It's
Yeah,
contentious.
it's gonna be that should be interesting.
Yeah.
We're also gonna have Denver Broncos legend Chris Sims on the show.
Let's go.
What did he say to us at the combine that was so funny? Remember we put him on the big time video.
Yeah, he dropped a couple of F-bombs, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, can I say that? And you're like, yeah, you can. And he dropped another one or
Yeah,
something like
that's
that.
good stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna play it, then I realized we don't have a
Clip?
monitor.
If you
that's
can get
true.
Chris Sims to drop an F-bomb today, I'll shotgun a beer on a show next week when we get back.
There we go. It's
Why
gonna
does
be,
he do
It's going
this?
to be very easy to do
People
that.
are
Oh, really?
shotgunning Red Bulls here.
Yeah.
so-
Okay, I'll shotgun a Red Bull tomorrow morning. I'll
I
shotgun a
don't
Red
know
Bull.
which one
No, no, no,
seems
no,
more
no, no,
unhealthy.
No, no, no.
Definitely
it scares
shotgunning
me,
a Red
but
Bull
it's
is
been done
way more
multiple
unhealthy.
times.
Yeah, I agree.
I know. Like you said, my stomach, like I started the day with that cosmic brownie. And then I got in here, and then I had the milky coffee.
Oh, my
With like the
gosh.
sugary stuff in there, too. It was great, though. And
He's
and
lying.
then I had the muffin and the thing that had like the gelatinous sugar all inside, like a pastry, and then this.
Wow.
We're going to be a mess by the end of this.
Yeah, it's not good out here
It's
from a
great.
nutritional standpoint.
Oh, yeah, no, terrible.
But we are going to tonight. We've got the media
Ooh.
Super Bowl party,
Ooh.
which
Is that a little fancy?
I wouldn't say so.
Okay.
I would say it's a shit show.
Oh, good.
Because the thing is, like, with 17 of us, whatever we wear sets the tone. Like, we have the biggest conglomerate there. So if we, like, say, oh, this is a T-shirt and shorts type of deal, that will drag the whole thing down considerably.
Is that
what
we
you're
have the
doing?
control.
Yeah, we have. Well, Zach actually hit me up yesterday and said, "What's the dress code on Radio Row?" And I was like, "Oh, it's super casual." He's like, "So shorts?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't see anyone wearing shorts out here. We all wore jeans." And Zach said, and I quote, "I don't own a pair of jeans."
Nope, not one pair. Don't
What do you
own-
ride
don't own
horses
a pair
in?
of jeans. I don't ride horses. When I went to pony camp back in the day,
Figures.
I don't think I was wearing jeans.
Pony camp.
Pony camp.
Can we talk
They
more?
were
Let's
horses.
Peel back that layer.
Yeah, they were horses. I don't know why it's called pony. When you were younger, you started on ponies.
Okay.
And then when you graduated, you got to the horses.
That's a very Colorado thing of you.
Yeah,
is.
thank you. It was out in like Sedalia. It was far away.
Did you
So-
graduate?
From pony camp.
I think so. That's how I
Nice.
made it here.
You rode
Yeah.
Those were his qualifications. That was the resume he sent me.
security, Dan. You can trust me. Graduate from Pony camp.
How do you not have a pair of jeans?
Jeans are extremely uncomfortable. I've tried them all. I
You
gave
should
up.
try these ones.
I gave up trying to wear them about 6 years ago because there was just never a pair.
So there was a time where you did wear jeans.
Once a year, probably.
That is the weird. Like you have a lot of quirks.
Yeah, I do.
I think that might be top quirk.
Yeah, but I just don't know how so many people enjoy jeans because they're miserable.
As long as you don't get them all wet. they're nice.
Honestly, like
They're fine.
in 6
Never
years,
got 'em wet.
jean technology has really come a long way.
Yeah, I heard that 6 years ago. I heard it, 15 years. I'm not doing it anymore. I've found my Lululemons and we're good.
No free ads.
I did bring shorts.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a pair of
Yeah.
shorts as well.
Because if you say fully casual, that is short appropriate.
there are now that I've been looking, like
I saw one.
3 or
That's
4.
The first person.
1, 3 or 4. There we go. I'll make
So-
it 4 or 5.
there you go. That's
I'll make it 5 or 6.
no,
There
you
we
won't.
go.
I thought you were leaving me hanging. I was so sure.
That was such
I
an
know, I had-
awkward
I
high
had given
five.
up. I
Oh,
had
we
given
got to
up.
move on.
All right, quickly as we have a couple minutes here, a quick update on the Broncos defensive coordinator search. Kind of feels like a one-horse race,
Oh,
one pony race.
I see what you're
Then why were there so
doing.
many horses on the tie?
Right, that's the whole staff.
Oh, big staff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Big staff.
it's basically down. There's one name that we've heard who's still around. He's interviewing with the Broncos today, Sean Desai. Like, it feels like they're just not letting him out of the building. Like, it feels like he's kind of the one that's left on the board. And I would not be surprised if they say, yep, he's the guy. We're doing it today. Wait a minute. I
Yeah.
thought Sean Payton was here.
Well, Henry, you can't be let out of the building if you never enter the building. When you do a
Virtual.
Zoom
Zoom
interview,
virtual.
and that is what Sean is doing with Sean
Oh, God.
today. So we're going to have multiple Seans, potentially. We're going to have multiple Paytons. This staff, we just need more Seans and Paytons.
Is that the key to success?
Yeah. Seans and Paytons.
And Paytons. All right. Well, I said it yesterday. Doesn't get me going, Sean Desai.
Of course it doesn't get you going. The 1 year he was a defensive coordinator, the Bears had the worst defense in the NFL.
Sick.
You're bringing up old
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Sick.
And now he does have the Vic Fangio touch of approval.
Oh.
I mean, that is what Sean is apparently walking into this interview with, is he has that touch of approval. Oh,
There he
is.
Alex, well, you should just make Henry move. That would,
Yeah, you want center?
Oh, no, we have the single.
Oh, we have the single shot for
single
Singleton.
shot.
Yeah.
For Alex
Yeah.
Singleton, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't mess up the case.
Oh,
Wow, he's big timing us.
We
There we
booked you,
go.
bro.
There we go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Joining the show, Alex Singleton, the tackling machine himself.
Oh.
Can you guys hear me?
We
There we
Gotcha.
go. Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, hello.
We got to start here. You made a comment to Henry as you were walking by this morning. Not a fan of the visor, huh?
No, he didn't even take the stickers off. Like
Well,
it was.
it's a new visor.
Well, yeah. Still gotta take the stickers off.
Yeah.
Would
do
you like
gotta-
to try it
put
on?
the visor
No.
on.
Well, so-
Come on,
so-
it's been on the
visor
ground.
guy.
It's
Yeah, all
I feel like
day.
I've seen you rock a visor before.
No.
No?
it's a golf guy move.
He was insulted that you even asked
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually think if I've ever worn a visor. Not with the hair. I don't know. Would you put the bun above or below?
Yeah.
I think you tried both.
We wouldn't be the ones to ask.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very true.
Above or?
I think you gotta go.
Yeah,
You gotta go a
below
little.
would be like two.
Go top knot with it.
But the way you have it now, though, you have to go
It would
below.
be below.
Yeah,
It would be below.
See?
All right.
Questions.
Do we try it out?
Maybe when we're done. Love it.
He has
Maybe
to
when
make
we're
sure
done.
the shot's cool before it's out there. I respect that.
The Broncos got to pay if they want him to put that hat on.
Very true.
that's
It's
true,
very
yeah.
true.
You know, Sean Payton, big visor guy. Maybe that's who you
visor
ask.
guy.
He might be the guy if you stick around.
I am going to be there tomorrow night, so maybe I'll ask him.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I'm flying back.
Nice.
I still live there.
Right.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, no, that
you got
does
some
make
business
sense.
to take care of. Honestly, do you want to be back with the Broncos next year?
Oh, yeah. I think, with everything going on, the team we had last year, I think we said it every week to you guys, was like, we're 1 week away. We're going to figure this out. We're going to get a win. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And it never happened, I know. But I think with, the defense and most of the guys coming back over there already, and just where the offense can go and the potential we have, if you take away injuries, I think, with being with Philly the last 3 years, it was the exact thing that happened to us. The O-line got banged up early, and it was just kind of like everyone was just doing their own stuff half the year, just trying to survive to the next week. And that's kind of what we did a lot of this year. And I think the Eagles are a perfect example of if you stay healthy, I mean, the sky's the limit for a team. And I think the Broncos team is a team that can do that.
Well, and you talk about the defense, but specifically you and Josie. You guys didn't really have a ton of time to build chemistry yet as an inside linebacking core. You were able to just excel specifically middle and later of the year. How much would it benefit to be together for a whole season where you two are the guys from the start to finish?
Oh, it'd be awesome. We talk about it every day. Every day he bugs me like, "What have you heard? What have you heard?" So, yeah, I'd be really excited. I think it'd be a ton of fun. And, obviously, even in a new system, us being able to play together, it would be easy no matter who we were with or, what coaching staff or what scheme we were in. So, yeah, I think that's the first order of business is hiring a DC, and then the players will be figured out from there. But, yeah, I'm excited to, see what happens, see where it goes. But, yeah, I would love to be back in Denver.
Is it any easier going into free agency this year versus last year? Because, the tackle numbers have always been there, but you played really well this season.
Yeah, and then, last year I was, kind of a free agent, kind of not. It was weird, parting the Eagles, mutually. It was all right, you're going to leave. We don't really want you. So, and then, getting somewhere where, George tried to trade for me during the 2021 season. And so it was kind of, a place that, wanted me to be there. So it wasn't, always worried, looking behind your back to see if you're going to be able to, be in the game. I was going to play and all that stuff. So, yeah, it is nicer this year and, hopefully a little more cash this year.
Well, we're certainly pulling for that for you, Alex. But you mentioned waiting to see a DC. Does that mean in terms of your role and your fit, or because George has wanted you for 2 years and got you last year that you're not worried about your fit here?
Yeah, more so because they're not going to, from what I've been hearing, is they're not going to do those talks with everybody until they get the coaching staff figured out. So because I think they want to know hey, where do you guys see our, what's our scheme going to be? Do we need these two guys or, are we going to roll with one, or do we have guys that, can do other things? And, I think those are conversations that they have. And, so once those are done, then I can start having conversations with them, which would be nice.
That linebacking core had a great chemistry. I saw you guys out, hanging out all the time. How did Brandon McManus weasel his way into that crew?
He lost all his guys, so he needed people to hang around and. He offered us courtside tickets to basketball games.
Smart guy.
He bought his way in, is what you're saying.
If you want people to hang out with you, just buy them courtside tickets.
I got to write this down.
Yeah, so if you ever want to hang out with Brandon, just be like, hey, man, I heard you have courtside tickets.
Where does that line end with a friend where they're like, oh, I got courtside, you're like, I'm in. They're like, I got first level, you're like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, it depends on what night of the week.
Third, that's true,
I'm not Friday or Saturday, Thursday, Friday, it's getting closer to game day.
Yeah.
Right.
Courtside. But even, no jokes aside, Josie was like, is it first row courtside or second row courtside? If it's second, I'm not going to go. Well, we're hoping it's first. And
was it?
It was, yeah.
There you go.
Both times. We went twice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
We're actually doing a giveaway right now for some courtside seats. So whoever wins, you could maybe invite Josie or Alex to come sit with you.
There you go.
And if it's second row courtside, don't DM Josie. You won't answer. I'll go with you. And I'll be in Denver. So,
True.
There we go.
Yep. Yeah.
Was this 3 years in a row you led the team in tackles?
Yeah.
You talked about getting more cash. Why do you think it hasn't worked out for you in that way?
I don't know. I think the NFL is very in their way with people. It's how you come into the league. I believe, where you're drafted. You see a lot of first-round draft picks. They get however many opportunities they have, whether they bounce around for 5. I think if you're a first-round pick, you're almost guaranteed 6 seasons unless you do something horrendous off the field, because it doesn't matter how you play on the field. You're going to get opportunities. And then, I just chips away a little bit at that. And, I came in as undrafted. I, bounced around on practice squads, went to Canada, came back down, was still on practice squad, and then got elevated. And I know when I got elevated that first time, they were like, hey, you don't know how hard it is, because they try to, keep guys off. The more guys that are, added to that, NFL, fraternity, the more that, more money gets dispersed. So, all those little things that the NFL knows about. And so, a little bit of that stuff, but also,
Yesterday, Sean Payton said he was talking along those lines, and he just unprompted said, guys get brought in as high-paid free agents, some UDFAs, first-round draft picks, and once they're here, none of that matters. And to me, that kind of stood out. He said, I'm going to put the best guys on the field, and it's common sense, but sometimes in the NFL, that common sense doesn't pan out because, like you said, first-rounders just get way more opportunities. Is that unique if he really does bring that mindset there from being in the NFL?
Yeah, I think so. And then I think a lot of times, you have a coach like him who can do that. If you're a first-year or second-year coach, and I'm a GM that's been there 5-6 years, and I draft a guy 2nd, 3rd, 4th round, and you're telling me he's not playing, I'm going to go, well, yeah, he is, because I'm not, and then that's the decision you have to make. And, it depends on how teams are ran. Obviously in New England, Belichick makes every decision. So it's kind of whether he drafted guys or he never plays a 2nd-round pick, no one's going to question that.
Right.
But, in a lot of teams, if you're a first-year head coach and your 2nd or 3rd-round pick's not playing, everyone's like, well, is this guy not good enough to coach him? Is this guy not good enough for this? Should the GM also be fired? Because, everyone wants to keep a job. So it's an interesting league,
When the Broncos hired Sean Payton, what was the conversation like within guys on the team?
Yeah, guys were excited. I think it's kind of the same buzz that was around last year when they signed Russell Wilson. I think it's kind of that same, all right, this guy's a winner. We're going to win football games. It's like you're almost guaranteed 3 or 4 more just having him in the building and just everything he teaches. And so that's what, we're expecting.
So you're still in the group chat?
Yeah.
It's good news.
Well, we had a defensive one and some coaches had to leave. So it was, well, they called us. We knew before Twitter knew.
Yeah.
At least. Usually we don't. I will say 95% of the time there's any transactions. I have a buddy back home. He'll probably watch this, and he watches everything Bronco. It's actually very impressive. But he will text me about something, and I'm like, how do you know that? I'm texting the guy, and he hasn't even told me that's happening to him. And he's like, I'm in group chats. I'm like, what group chats? I'm on
Adam Schefter?
Yeah, I'm on the phone with him right now, and he's like, where do you think he's going? And then he'll just text me like, oh, he's going here. And I'm like, I'm on the phone with him, and he just told me he doesn't know. And then 30 minutes later, it's like, blah, 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 signs with, and you're like, how did this dude know this? So Twitter is obviously a place that knows more than players a lot of the time.
Is that how you expect to find out your future? He's
gonna
text you about it.
Somebody, yeah.
He's all congratulations on a new deal. You're like, what?
I'm like, I haven't
city am I
talked
going
to? Yeah. Hopefully not. I just want to. I live in an apartment now in Denver. I just want to have a contract enough to where I can just get a house.
There we go.
You know what I mean? Like,
there we go.
I hate living in the apartment life. I got a dog and stuff. He's got a.
You're gonna need a Supermax to get a house in Denver.
Yeah.
I was looking. Denver's market is crazy.
It is.
It is. And even down by, I'm down by the facility. It's still expensive down there.
Yeah.
I was talking to Quinn before the season, and he was saying that he wants to get a bowling alley in his house. Do you have anything like that? Like any goals? Like what you're looking for?
I would have a gym.
Okay.
But I feel like that's pretty.
Yeah,
normal.
it adds up. It adds up.
Sweet garage gym, but I have like an order on Rogue Fitness that's like already ready.
Really? What's in it?
Obviously a full rack. I do like a lot of the CrossFit stuff, not all of it, but I like some of the movements and stuff they do because you stay in way better shape than, just bench squat and clean. So pretty much all their conditioning stuff. You ever rode a Rogue Echo bike? If you haven't, you should. It's it's miserable, but it's one of my favorite off-season,
I don't think any of us could know what that is.
No. I asked the question. It's like, I don't know what this is.
That's because he's a Missoula guy.
That's true.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
talk about what you're here doing this week.
Yeah, because Broncos didn't invite me. No, I'm here representing Special Olympics, so I get to come around and talk about their Unified Champions program, and get to go with a few athletes today and tomorrow, and hit all the media spots and just be able to talk about what my involvement is with Special Olympics, and then just what Special Olympics can do, and as obviously someone that's been involved with it my entire life because of my sister. It's the greatest organization in the world. It's what I wear, my cause, my cleats for, and all that stuff. It's pretty much what I donate. All the money I donate to goes to Special Olympics, and I just love what they do for the community of. I always say a lot of people that don't have a big voice, and so someone has to be that voice or give them a platform to stand on, and so I use everything I can to be able to do that for Special Olympics.
When did you first get linked up with Special Olympics?
Man, my sister has been a participant since she was like 3 or 4 years old, so I came out the womb supporter of Special Olympics. So it's been awesome and easy for me. But every place I've been, from Bozeman to Canada to Philly to Denver to Thousand Oaks back home, it's everywhere I've been. It's been like something I get involved with almost before I even have a meeting with a coach. It's like the first place I call or reach out to.
All right, well,
that's too cool.
We could talk to you all day, but I know you got other places to go. No more questions. I'm getting the wrap from behind Alex.
Oh, no. We can't get Lakes, Rivers, Oceans?
Okay,
Yes,
Lakes, Rivers, or
Lakes,
Oceans?
Rivers,
What's the
Oceans,
best?
Best body of water.
Oh, shit. That's
Montana guy, you got to know.
I know. Lakes.
Yes. 4-1 Lakes. 4-1 Lakes.
Alex, it was going so good.
Thank you, Alex.
River, oh yeah.
He's a Rivers
Montana.
guy. He's an Oceans guy.
Missoula
I'm
in
the Lakes
particular.
guy.
Appreciate you, Alex.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll
yeah.
hit you up. You want to come to the media party with us? We'll get you a credential. All right, there's Alex Singleton. Man, got to bring him back.
We do. Oh, absolutely. The Broncos do, too. I know
Yeah.
you're talking about on our pod.
well,
I'm
we
like,
would
yeah,
love to
of
have him
course,
on the pod.
Of course.
The chat
I mean,
loved him.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah,
best.
of course.
you couldn't.
Everyone's saying he's the best.
You couldn't have asked anything more from him last year from a football player.
Well, that's what's funny is I remember when the Broncos signed him, and I was like looking at these numbers, and what was it, like 1 year, $1.5 million?
Yep.
And I was just like, how? Like, how did they get this guy? And, everyone's talking about Jonas Griffith, and obviously he was going to factor into the defense, but it was just like, there's no way they're going to be able to keep Alex Singleton off the field. All he does is go out there and produce, and that's exactly what he did. Him and Josie are like kindred spirits on and off the field. It feels like a no-brainer. We'll see. We're obviously expecting it to be Sean Desai. We'll see what he wants to do at that position, and I think everyone in the NFL is trying to upgrade athleticism at that position. But you just can't argue with that level of production that he puts up.
Well, especially when you have Jonas Griffith there, too. It's like he's your third linebacker. Like, that. What a great combination of linebackers you have right there. Like, that, to me, when you go into this offseason, that's just a room that doesn't need to be touched. Like, there's a lot of things you look at and say, like, oh, get some linemen, add some star talent, some juice to the offense. Linebackers just don't touch it. Bring Alex back. Bring back Jonas and Josie, and you're just good to go.
I've got a question about his contract for you. But you guys were talking about, man, you need a credential to get into tonight's party, or you can just check out our friends over at Game Time if you want to get in on any event. You want to go to the Super Bowl?
I do want to go to the Super Bowl.
You don't need a credential. You can just get over at Game Time, so check them out. Make sure to go to the link in our bio. Click on that, and it'll get you to any game, sporting event that you want for the lowest price.
All right. What else we got?
Why don't you tell us about our friends over at Shady Rays?
Shady Rays, some of the best shades out there. Got to check out our friends over at Shady Rays. The future is bright on this show because we're about to bring on Chris Sims. But the future, or the sun is bright, so you got to protect yourself with some Shady Rays. So use the code DNVR when you go over to Shady Rays to get some sweet shades.
What up?
What's going on?
Yeah, get me some sweet shades.
Yeah, we should.
I think we can do that.
Yeah,
I mean, you're decked out in all blacks and black aviators.
What? That's all I need.
Exactly.
Exactly right. I make life simple. It's either all black or all blue almost every day. I don't want to be dealing with my damn wardrobe in the morning. I do a 7 a.m. show, so I just want to make it simple.
That's smart. You're like Steve Jobs.
It's easy, man. I'm telling you. If you open my closet door, you'd be like, it looks like you have 10 different versions of this shirt. And I'd be like, yeah, they're not the same, but they're a little nuanced difference. Right?
Any visors in the closet?
No visors for me. No, I know. And I never liked the hat look on me. I got a big head, right? I mean, it's a big head, especially this way. See? I was always one of the biggest. Yeah, see, right? Yeah,
You can't agree with that.
Yeah, you're right. It is huge. You're right. No, but so I never liked the way I look in hats. Yeah, that's not my thing.
How do you think Sean Payton looks as the head coach of the Denver Broncos?
Oh, well, I think it's like match made in heaven. I really do. I think I don't know what was going on there and why it wasn't working out at first. And I know Jim Harbaugh was involved in the conversation, but when you invest in Russell Wilson, that type of money, and then there's a guy like Sean Payton who's definitely one of the 5 best offensive minds in football over the last 20 years, has experience with a smaller quarterback, right? And has a way of coaching a team that has made the Saints relevant, tough, physical. They could do it a bunch of different ways. I just felt like it was a no-brainer. I know the compensation and all that was an issue as well, but man, I mean, Sean Payton, he's going to get everything going in the right direction there. I mean, first off, Russell's performance team, see ya, you're out the door, or no more of that.
Thank goodness.
Right? And then he's going to get the offense in a place, and he's going to rebuild the confidence of the offense. That's one thing I think a lot of people miss with offensive coaches or football players in general. Like, we need somebody to tell us we're doing a good job and build our mojo up, too. I don't care who it is, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, whatever, right? And I think that's where he'll start with, propping him up again. Like, hey, big guy, look at this throw you made last year. Look, those are good throws. Look at these throws you made in Seattle. Man, yeah, we're going to do this again. He'll show him clips of that, right? And then he'll show him a bad clip from last year and go, look at this crap. That ain't you. And he'll start to build him to believe in the offense and himself and the message that Sean Payton's given to him. And then you're going to see in late May, I'm telling you, Russell Wilson's going to be like, oh my God, this offense is awesome, and I'm ready to run through a wall for Sean Payton. And I just think that's going to happen. It's inevitable.
What does Sean Payton need to do for Russell Wilson beyond that on the field to play to his strengths?
Yeah.
Because Nathaniel Hackett obviously didn't do that, and how does now Sean Payton shift to doing that?
Yeah. Nathaniel, I think, got a little bit of a bad rap here, in some ways. And I understand some of that was his own making. And I do think Russell's got to take responsibility. There was a lot of people open. If you watch some of the things I did on social media during the year, I pointed out, hey. But, I think what Sean Payton will do was, one, get a feel for what Russell's comfortable in doing, right? See the things like he's talked about that he was positive with in Seattle. And then what also makes great coaches is they're great salesmen, back to selling, hey, you're awesome, let's go, right?
Yeah.
And they also know how to sell plays, right? I had a play, I could say, with John Gruden, and then I got with Josh McDaniels in Denver, and I was like, man, this play sucks. It never is open. But then Josh McDaniels puts on a tape of Brady doing it. There has a few more nuances to the play that maybe John Gruden didn't have. And all of a sudden, every time we call the play, I'm like, holy crap, the guy's open every time. It's the greatest play I've ever seen. And it was just like a little coaching point about, hey, when it's cover 3, we're going to run the route like this. When it's cover 2, it's the same route, but we're going to run it a little different. And it made the biggest difference. And that's, to me, again, back to where he'll sell that and sell that aspect. And then I think the other thing, and the last piece of your question there will be, I will be shocked if the first thing that's not done as far in free agency or big move is offensive line.
Yeah.
He's going to go just what he did with Drew Brees. He's going to get the biggest group of big fuckers.
Yes, shotgun a Red Bull.
Sorry.
We had an off bet. We had an off-air bet. If he dropped an F-bomb, he has a shotgun a Red Bull.
I said I'd do it. I said I'd do it.
Let's go.
I did it.
I was going to just ask you to say it, too.
I wasn't sure, but I just went with it.
I love that you
I
went with
figured we're digital and there's no rules there.
You taled about confidence. You said it with confidence,
right.
too.
I mean, fuck that shit.
There you go. That's new.
But where was I going to go with that? But yes, I think
Offensive line.
he'll get the offensive line there, and then he'll be able to sell that to Russell. Russell, don't Don't worry about peeking over your shoulder. Don't worry. We got it protected. We're running the ball. These guys are good. Just focus on what I'm telling you down the field, and that will all be part of this overall process.
Do you worry about the scheme fit? Like, you look at how Drew Brees was used in that offense, so much clearing out the middle, getting Michael Thomas in there, versus Russell Wilson. It's play action, a lot under center, throw it deep. Can you blend those two things, or do you just throw something out?
No, I think they can blend them, and I think they can find, a happy medium of where, Russell does not like to throw the ball over the middle. That's kind of a thing throughout his career. But I do think where it'll go in again is he's going to go, all right, here's a tape of Drew Brees and Michael Thomas, and look at the coverage, and he's going to tell them how to, hey, if you just read this, he's going to be open every time. Don't be a chicken. It'll be there, right? And that's, I think he'll grow to a point where, okay, we have some of those plays in our playbook. You can't just, not defend that area of the field, and then he'll have the other stuff you're talking about to it, to where you start to go, oh, crap, they're kind of tough to defend. They run the ball, the play action, we got to defend down the field, and then, oh, no, all the short Drew Brees quick throws and all that, he's kind of got good at that. And the great offenses do what? They make you defend every square inch of the field. And that's where Sean Payton will get it.
When you think of your time in Denver, what stands out to you?
Gosh. Let's see, being booed at Thanksgiving night game. I was saying happy Thanksgiving to the fans. They were like, boo!
Good job, guys.
I had a lot of good friends. I had a great friend base there because of the Shanahan family, right? So because I was friends with Kyle and the Shanahans, I knew a lot of his friends. That made the time there a lot of fun. It really did. Let alone, people don't realize how special the fan base is there. They can be a little overly critical, as I was explaining there, but there's true passion. I mean, I remember my first offseason there, I was shocked because I was like, wait, the Nuggets are in the playoffs, the Rockies are really good, and all we're talking about, I'm on sports radio, I'm going, all the time is the Broncos. Like, we're in the middle of the Super Bowl week, and we're, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And that I try to tell people that because I don't think they realize how rabid the fan base is out there. And some good weed. I mean, come on. Hit
up Jive Hive. They'll deliver it right to you.
Damn, is that what they got now? Delivery?
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Brand new.
Gosh, wow.
They're doing
you
it right.
spoiled sons of bitches.
Aaron Rodgers, so what's the deal? Like, he's locking himself in, a cabin for 4 days or something, not turning the lights on.
Oh, ayahuasca time, huh?
It's something like that, that. Like, you're a quarterback. Is there any football value? Like, it seems to me like he should go watch film or, throw a ball around.
You do got to step
Any
away.
advice?
You got to step away for a little.
Okay.
You do.
You go in pure darkness.
Well, that's
for
a little
96
That's
hours.
a little weird for me. That's not for me. I'd be more like, can we just go to an island and drink and smoke?
There you go.
That's good enough for me.
Yes.
But yeah, I do think for even not to say I was Aaron Rodgers or anything like that, but hey, it's cool to be a fan a little bit this time of the year, right? Be a fan. I would always go I'm going to take 2 weeks off and not do anything, and then I would get into working out again. But I was going to take some time from film and stuff like that and just kind of, let my brain relax and do all that. He's extremely smart. He doesn't need to watch too much film here. The one thing I would say, to what maybe you're saying, though, is, if you are going to be the quarterback of the Packers or whoever, you got to be at OTAs. You got to be there. You got to be there building the groundwork with these receivers, young, old, whatever. When you're the highest paid guy and you're the freaking man and everybody's looking at you to lead the team, you can't just show up in August and be like, oh, the cape's on, guys, here I go. It's just not that easy even for a guy like Aaron Rodgers.
The elephant in the room on this podcast, with it being a Broncos podcast, is the Chiefs are one of the two teams here this week.
Yeah.
Broncos have lost 100 straight games to the Chiefs.
Whoa, 15.
Don't worry. A lot of teams have.
How do they beat them moving forward? What is the strategy to slowing down Mahomes with this Broncos team?
You got some of the things in place. I think the first thing is, what we're seeing here is special. I think people are kind of swiping it under the rug a little bit here. The guy's played quarterback for 5 years. He's in the AFC Championship game every year. They've built the team through him. It's not like it's like Brady early in the career, going to play defense, run the ball, just be a little clutch, and we'll go to the Super. They're literally like, hey, you're the quarterback, throw for 50 touchdowns and 4,000 yards right away. We'll just get into it, go, and be the best in football. I mean, it's insane. I don't think people are quite giving it the credit it deserves. 3 out of 4 years in the Super Bowl. I mean, This is a special all-time great player, in my opinion. And then it's a special all-time great coach. So, yeah, you got your work cut out for you. You do. Your defense, at least, I think, has some of the pieces in place there. And we got to see who the D coordinator is.
Yep.
I'm kind of shocked that hasn't gotten worked out yet. But, you know, that's the other great thing about Sean Payton. Sean Payton's going to be in the division, and he's going to, you know, be able to talk to his defensive coordinator, hey, maybe we should try this. And he's going to come up with game plans that are a pain in the butt for the Chiefs defense that will also make life hard on their offense. And, you know, it'll set the groundwork maybe for other teams to go, oh, wait, the Broncos did this and kind of expose this to the Chiefs a little bit. Now we can try to do that. It's a copycat league, as you know. But, yeah, this is going to be tough. They're one of the youngest teams in football.
All right.
I'm just a little surprised all week. With the Eagles are the better team, right? The Eagles are one of the most well-constructed teams. But I don't know if people are quite giving it the credit of Mahomes and what the Chiefs are doing. All right, that's the last I'll say.
All right, thank you. Last thing we have for you here is a very important and serious question.
Wow.
What is the best body of water, a river, a lake, or an ocean?
Well, is a river even a body of water?
Oh,
right?
That's a great point.
Right?
Yeah.
So
just got to eliminate it right away.
Right
Yep.
off.
Yep.
Deep thoughts by Chris Sims. But I mean, I'm always going with the ocean.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, the ocean's heals your soul.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just you get down in the Caribbean, I don't even know. I mean, I feel like I could have COVID and just go in the ocean and be like, it's gone. I mean, that's the body of water. Lakes, I like lakes, but I don't know. Sometimes I get a little scared of them being dirty, what's running off from people's property, people littering. I don't really trust human cleanliness a whole lot.
And then
all
it
the
just
time.
all sits in
It
there.
all sits there,
lake.
right?
Yeah.
At least the ocean's got a current. It's
Yeah.
moving. The salt's clean and stuff. At least that's what I'm telling myself.
Before we let you go,
that rivers are not a body of water.
Right.
Really?
So what do I call this? Best vessel of water? Is that a better way?
I don't know.
Okay. Where can everyone
Don't
find?
ask them about rivers here in Arizona. They're having a little problem there.
Where can everyone find your work?
Well, I'm NBC Sports, Pro Football Talk Live. I do that show every morning, 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern. This week, we're actually doing 1 to 3 Eastern. Chris Sims Unbuttoned is my podcast through, anywhere
you
get
throw around the
podcasts.
F-bombs and the weed
Yep,
stuff?
right. I'm breaking NBC down. I'm breaking them
The
down.
cat loved it.
Thanks. Thank
Go
you.
check out his podcast.
All right. But, yeah, it's a real football podcast. We're in the weeds about everything, maybe even talking about weed every now and then. That's just what I am. And, we have a good time. But, yeah, you can check me out there.
All right. Appreciate you for coming on, man.
No problem, guys. You
Thanks
guys are
so
good
much, Chris.
dudes.
Appreciate
Good luck. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
All right. There he is, Chris Sims. That was awesome.
Broncos legend.
And we got the F-bomb.
Two of them. We didn't even have to add because I was going to, before he left, just be like, all right, can you just say fuck really quick?
Shamelessly ask.
Henry now has to shotgun a Red Bull.
Yeah, Henry has
to
to.
start the
Henry
show
keeps doing
tomorrow.
this to himself. He thinks that we can't meet.
And then he's just so miserable when he does it, and the
Yep.
lead up to it, and after, and then his shirt's mad at him too.
I was
we're
waiting
not
for
spilling
someone.
You can't spill on your shirt.
I can't
this
tomorrow.
time.
I was waiting for someone to be like, "Wow, I can't believe you guys made Henry do that," because he looked so sad in that photo.
Yeah.
I was like, he
Yeah.
offered to do this.
It was my turn though. You guys had both done it. It's we want the likes. I'll sacrifice a shirt for
Henry,
these.
just because someone jumps off a bridge, does that mean you're going to jump off one?
Okay, I mean I would never jump off a bridge regardless of what happens. That's terrifying.
Not even if it's into
You really wanted to walk across that bridge yesterday.
I did, and you thought it was weird that I wanted to walk through the park while you walked on the path on the side.
Yeah, it was
You're a real
Oh.
point A, point B guy.
I am.
I'll have to shotgun a beer on Monday on the show.
Oh, if the Eagles win the Eagles
Oh, yeah, you went Chris Sims there a little bit. You said if. I mean, you were buying into what he was selling about the Chiefs.
not really.
Jeez, wow.
I didn't want to get into the ref stuff, but
You didn't want to tell him your conspiracy?
I mean, I would have. It was just we were short on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that was back-to-back bangers.
Yeah, it was,
was
back-to-back
back-to-back
bangers.
That's awesome.
Zach's here and he brought the energy.
I know. Zach came
Zach
in.
brought the energy.
People saw him walking in and they just followed. There's just a line of people waiting to come on the show now.
I think they
find
just want to put
security
on the
to him.
visor. I think that's the deal. They just all want to try the visor on.
to ask him.
Speaking of, I guess I still have to do that.
I don't think Chris Sims is a visor guy, so I think it's good you
He
didn't
said
ask
he's
him.
not.
Yeah,
No.
that's
Real
what I'm saying.
quick though, Chris Sims has massive feet.
But
Wow.
he's a former quarterback. What do you expect?
Well, I mean that's an arm game. That's
It is
arm.
an arm
That's
game.
chest.
I bet Russell Wilson. What are big feet? Size
13
what?
up.
I would say I was going to say over 12.
Over
Okay, yeah,
12. That's
13
almost
up, yeah.
double mine. So that is pretty big.
Wait, are you a
Um,
size 6?
So I wear size 9s, but in this one specific shoe that you really have to get it to fit your foot, I'm a 7.
What shoe is that?
It's a.
It's like a water shoe or something?
A running shoe.
Yeah,
For sure.
no, it
Sandal?
actually it was like a Sperry, but like a specific type of Sperry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sperry's and shorts guy over here.
I mean, I fit in Arizona,
Yes,
right?
yeah, you fit in perfectly.
Except there is no ocean, the only downside of this state.
You don't need oceans.
The only downside, everything else is perfect in Arizona.
Pretty good.
So
Maybe not
it's-
perfect.
Wow.
Pretty
Okay,
good.
Okay.
Just to update the scoreboard here: 4 lakes, 2 oceans, 0 rivers.
0
Has anybody even
rivers.
brought up a river yet?
No.
Like a lot of times, it's like, well, lakes have this, well, oceans have this, and it's like rivers don't even freaking exist.
Oh, Chris just killed it right off the top.
Yeah.
He said it's
He
not
did
even a
bring it
body.
up.
Actually, so on my plane coming in, when I was pretty close to landing, I was looking out at the landscape, and they're not rivers that run through the city, but they look like rivers, but they just end.
They're just man-made
But what are they?
Reservoirs?
They're
canals.
Canals.
That is a canal. Oh, canals
And
are
what is
actually
the
kind of
point?
sick.
What's the
It's how
point?
it's how we get all of our water.
Right, because
Oh,
they. So
yeah,
the thing about
exactly. Yeah,
Phoenix is that it's not like normal cities where it's there because people like settled there, which like Denver, the Platte River. They were like, oh, here's
Yeah.
a water source. We should live here.
Imagine looking at the
Phoenix-
Platte River now and saying that, like, oh, this is where we want to be, right next to the Platte River.
Phoenix, they were just like, oh, it's always warm here. Old people are gonna love it, and
Is that
they
how it
started
started?
building houses.
Was that their logo?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, first of all, in Phoenix,
This is Emma, everyone.
yeah, I live here, unfortunately.
PHNX producer.
Yes. So there's actually a city called Sun City where you have to be 65 years and up to live
my
there.
gosh.
So all the old people go there. And then we have what we call snowbirds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they only come in the winter.
Genius.
We get
Yes.
the other side of snowbirds. Though
Yeah.
we don't have a name for them.
Yeah.
Sunbirds.
People.
Coloradans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
About Phoenix?
Wow.
Population.
There's more like canals, or there's that
Oh.
man-made lake over there,
Oh, yeah.
Tempe
There's-
Town Lake.
Tempe Town Lake is man-made, yes. It's really gross in there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't jump in if I were you.
Ugh.
You got that lazy river thing that people like to float on.
Those are sick.
Oh, what's it called? Why can't I think of it?
I don't know. It's a great,
Salt River.
yeah, great
Yeah, Salt
drinking
River.
event.
Oh.
That lake is beautiful. There's a lot of wild horses that go in there as
Oh.
well.
Pony.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
your
I could ride a
people.
couple of them.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. That
Still
is
good.
Phoenix Minute with Emma. Wow. Thank you, Emma.
Also, Colorado River drying up. No water soon. It's going to be a problem.
I don't think
All right, calm down.
that's just like really not funny.
No, it's
No,
not. But
it's
Chris
not.
Sims alluded to it.
Yeah, he did.
And Spaced, not
Jeez. You know what is in Arizona?
us.
This is a really easy question, guys.
It's
The
us.
Super Bowl.
The Super
Oh.
Bowl is in
Oh.
Arizona, and if
Bets,
you
bets,
want to
bets,
bet
bets.
on the Chiefs to lose,
There we go.
unlike Chris Sims,
He didn't-
seemingly.
He didn't say it.
Check out our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook, where they are going to give you $200 in bonus bets by placing a $5 bet over at DraftKings Sportsbook on the Super Bowl. Place $5, you get $200 in bonus bets just like that. Then you can use it for the rest of the Super Bowl. Nuggets, Avs, any other thing that you want to place a bet on, you can do that. And also, they are going to give you the SGP for the Super Bowl boost. You place an SGP for every leg that you add on, you get a bigger boost. You can multiply your money by double. So check them out at DraftKings Sportsbook and use that promo code DNVR when you sign up.
And if you jump in, not that lake that you shouldn't jump in, but a lake in Colorado that you should not jump in, I guess if you
someone
get pushed,
pushes
if you
you.
get pushed, then call Backus and Schenker because they will save you from any of your personal injury issues that are caused by somebody else. So, you know, if
Henry's really distracted by something that's going on over here.
Yeah.
Is Miss America over there again?
no,
No,
I think
everyone's
it's
now
literally-
interviewing Sims.
It's literally
Yeah.
just Chris Sims.
I
Henry
know.
can't get his eyes off his feet.
Wow.
Oh,
I mean, the white
It
shoes
seems like
just make us
everything
seem
we
bigger.
do, people just copy.
Also,
Oh, that's true.
we had Miss America and Clark Hunt's daughter using our ring light over here earlier.
Yeah, it's a good
We
ring
got
light.
a
I
good
know.
setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
The
as I said,
lighting,
like
they appreciated that.
Henry said influencers
Shout out
are
Emma.
moths to light, but ring lights.
yeah,
Wow.
isn't that pretty good?
Henry's just going to be walking around with a ring light to pick up ladies. He's gonna, hey,
TikTok
hey.
ladies.
Lexi.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm
it's,
not,
yeah, no,
I'm not
in
picking
this
up Lexi.
In a
ulterior
different-
world.
yeah.
What's
Don't
He
get
would've
yourself in
been.
trouble.
What's the opposite of a ring light? To push them away.
Oh.
That
A
A
deflector?
square
a
light.
square light.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's just like
A red light.
middle-aged men.
Wow.
I'll get there.
Are we there? Yeah.
I'll get there. If you have had Miss America running around flocking to a ring light, then bang, she runs into you. Back is in Shanker, though. And that's the
Oh,
point
yeah.
of all this. Only works if you are in Colorado. And if you call 222-2222, they will solve any of your personal injury issues, not like medically, but legally. And again, you have to not be at fault. And that's like car accidents, motorcycles, ride shares. If you're a pedestrian, there's a truck, all that stuff. They can help. 222-2222. And Backus and Shanker wins. They will not charge you until they win your case. Awesome.
Sweet. Great.
Yeah.
I have a really awesome comment here that I would bring up.
Okay.
Alex says, this pod has the 3 E's. Entertain, educate, and engage.
Wow.
Man.
That's going in the next all-city corporate meeting. Got to bring the 3 E's to every show, all right? We have the 3 C's.
So
too.
repeat them. Do you even remember? Because remember, you're going to be teaching this
Shit.
to people.
Okay. Entertain,
Enter.
Educate.
Okay. Yep.
engage.
Yeah.
I'm
there
thinking-
you go.
Entertain,
Okay.
engage, educate.
That's
Oh.
It's not bad.
Okay. No wonder your show wasn't entertaining yesterday.
Well,
Oh,
you
there
can
you
have
go.
It
that.
was engaging, though.
And educating.
And echo.
And
Echo!
echoing.
Taking out a fourth E.
Fourth E.
Wow.
That's
Fourth
really
E.
breaking another dimension there.
Wow.
Speaking of E's, this
Ejiro
would be the
Evero?
this would be the 5th E. That would be the 5th and 6th E. This is just
of
the 5th E.
course,
We might have Ed McCaffrey on
That
at some
seems
point.
like-
I
Let's
just
not
like
make any
other
promises.
well,
He's
this,
in the background of the shot.
oh really?
He was.
Oh well, maybe he was waiting to come on.
No, further away.
Okay. Anyways, other shows are like they don't want to give you the behind the scenes. I'll give you the behind the scenes. I
like
asked
it.
Ed McCaffrey to come on this show twice today, and he said maybe.
Wow. It's because
Pretty
you're not
good.
wearing. It's because you're wearing buffs. You're not wearing the Super Bowl
He's
one.
still salty about how he smoked him in like his
Oh.
first game as coach.
He got smoked.
Since he's not around, I can say, wasn't that like 35-7? Solid result for him.
Okay, fair enough.
I
You're
think
right.
he covered the
I think it was
spread.
actually
Wasn't
only
it 28 and
Yeah.
a half or something?
I think
Yeah.
it was actually only 28-7.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Like they covered. Did well.
Anyways,
That's solid.
He might come on. He didn't want to commit. He was,
I totally
see him
understand not committing to things.
Yeah.
I love knowing about knowing what's out there, but I don't want the full commit.
that is the best.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than having a thing that you have planned.
Yep.
That's our whole week.
I know.
You're not enjoying this?
No, I just want to be able to be like, might do that, might not.
Wow.
But I'm committed to this week, so now I'm in.
Oh,
now
okay.
I'm in, and anything that happens is.
It is true. Once you've
it's
gotten to a
happening.
place, you
Yeah.
don't have to go there anymore.
Right. Exactly.
Win a couple Super Bowls and you can live like that.
Yeah. Or not. I live like that without a couple Super Bowls.
So win a couple Super Bowls or not.
I feel like we've won the media Super Bowl every year.
That's very true.
They should give an award.
I think they do. We're not considered for it.
We will be this year. Lakes, Rivers, Oceans? Come
They-
on.
All these media organizations don't want to acknowledge digital.
I was gonna
Oh,
say
they're
you
learning.
got to have a dot in your name
Yeah.
in order to be on those. But
Wow.
I gotta say, this setup that we have, it's like because the big stations have it set up like we do.
Yep.
But all the other ones around us are
Don't we have the best
just
one?
just
You-
a table
we
without a
kinda-
doubt.
We just kind of did this.
Yeah.
We didn't ask anyone.
No, you don't ask.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
And
Shout
look,
out
we're here
Eric
day
for
2,
the
still
banner.
alive.
Also, yeah, the step and repeat is sick.
Look at how cool it is.
Every time I look at it, I like it more.
What did you call it?
Step and repeat.
yeah.
That's
Repeat.
what
That's not
that
what that's
type of banner is.
No, it
oh,
isn't.
I had no idea.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
is.
Step
It's
and
weird. No.
repeat.
Yes.
Google.
No.
Henry, that doesn't make sense. I'm with
I
you.
agree. No, that's not what it's called.
I actually don't know why
I
it's
thought you
called
were
that.
supposed to educate.
I am.
You're
I just did.
You're
What do you think that was?
You're diseducated.
No, that's what you did. I educated.
Fair enough.
Yep.
All right.
If you're tuning in live, hit us with a thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. If you're listening on podcast side, hit us with a 5-star review. We really appreciate everyone tuning in.
I'm going to say, just like me, if I only half commit to something, like if you're like, hey, you want to go out tonight? And I'm like, yeah, I'll get back to you.
Even when Alex Singleton said it?
95% chance that I'm not coming. So I feel like there's a 95% chance that Eddie Mack isn't coming on the show. So we can probably get to Super Chats.
Super Chat.
We have Isaiah here saying, as a person who works in the print industry, RK is correct.
Yep.
It's a step and repeat.
I'm just saying it doesn't make sense.
The order. That's why we know.
I work in the print industry.
Oh, really?
No, you don't.
Do we print
If you worked in the print industry, you might win an award.
That's very true.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah, I can't really back that up.
You know, no, that's the great thing, though, Henry, is that we don't get considered for these things. So when we don't win them, it's like, I would have won. You know, you can
just
always
claim
give
it.
yourself that. Yeah.
We did get nominated for Best Podcast in Denver that one time.
We did. Yeah, went to even an award for it.
We actually did. We won the Westward Best Sports Podcast.
Yep, we did.
Let's go.
Have not gotten it since I joined the show.
Yeah.
That's true.
Or Mace, to be honest.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Wow, so we're on a cold streak.
Got to go back to me and Zach, it sounds like.
Okay.
Man, sorry, Henry.
We can just
No more
squeeze
education.
this shot in here.
No more
Just
education.
Entertaining and engaging.
Yeah, education is overrated.
No.
Apparently, I work in the L's industry, according to the chat.
Wow.
That is tough.
Wow.
Well, you're probably doing really well in that industry.
Well, thank you.
Making a lot of them.
Okay.
We
Just
have-
losing a lot?
Yep,
I'm
exactly.
a dub industry.
Did you hear?
Sound really cool.
Did
when
you guys
say
hear
that.
about Sean Payton's? And this isn't a new thing, but he talked about Club Dub yesterday.
Yes.
Oh man, did I love that?
Yeah, Club Dub goes hard. He was doing the gritty in there.
Yeah,
this year.
he was. And that's just part of the culture that he talks about. He says it's a $30,000 stereo system that they bought to bring in to away stadiums, and they want the other opposing team to hear them partying and say, what the hell is going on in there?
Yeah.
And he said, that's the culture I want.
Love that.
I love it.
I love it so much.
Someone just logged onto our feed, and they might be talking, and we might hear their Skype interview. I don't know who it is, but that's what happens here at Radio Row.
Wait, what?
I'm so confused.
We
We're
have
being
Skype.
hacked?
I could add either of these two guests onto our show. Oh, do you hear him? No. He's talking.
No, we can't hear him.
Don't hear him.
The people can hear it.
Is it Ed?
I just muted him, though.
No, it's not
Oh,
Ed.
you did mute him? Wait,
It's
should
someone
we
talking.
spy?
Sean?
Should we just take their interview and just see whatever it
They
is?
won't be able to hear us.
Maybe we should wave Dana White over.
Oh boy.
That's an
we do
off-air
have two super
conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 2 super chats.
First one from Steven saying, I can't stand jeans either. Zach.
There we go, Steven.
Okay, you and Steven.
Must run in the Stevens.
Oh, it's a real Steven Stevens
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yes.
Isn't that your dad's name?
No, I wish. I would love to name my son Steven Stevens, though.
I bet Annika's all about it.
She
Mr.
hasn't bought
RK
into it
Jr.
yet. So, I'm taking little steps.
I want to name my kid Ryan Jr.
Oh, RJ.
You should
Yeah.
tell her that if it's a boy, Steven Stevens. If it's a girl, Annika Jr.
I've
wins.
always wanted
Part of
Ryan
the
Jr. since I was a little kid, and Allie's out on that. So then I gave an alternate option. The child's name is RK, spelled ARKAY.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of, which will turn Allie off to this, is your Madden character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, but then you just have RKK.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, she's out on
Oh,
it.
she's out.
Yeah.
Damn.
HJ really sounds terrible.
Well, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't flow.
I guess I can't have a
okay.
junior. Hank Jr.
Oh, wow,
There's a famous
HJ.
junior.
Hank Williams Jr.
Hank Williams Jr.
Oh.
Country guy.
Yes,
Was he or his dad?
both.
There
Hank
we go.
Jr.'s kind of like the rebel, kind of like it's like a real Phil Simms, Chris Simms situation.
Oh. Okay. Thanks for the education.
Yeah.
All
That's
right,
what you
we
come
have
here for.
a $20 super chat.
Whoa,
from
$20
Casey.
Whoa.
So much FOMO at the idea of going out with the DNVR homies and Alex. Oh, someone else joined. Hold on. I can't see.
Just
How
let
is
him
this
in.
happening?
Let him in.
What's the go-to cocktail for each of the fellas? Crown and Coke or Old Fashioned here? Cheers, gents.
Also, I just have to thank Alex Singleton for he made us seem so cool by saying, "Are you guys going out tonight?"
He did.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
you
a
paid him
huge
for that,
dub.
right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I told him I would get his first drink when we go out tonight.
All right, drink of choice.
Drink of choice. So I go through phases, but the one that I never go out of phase with is a tequila soda.
Yeah, tequila's probably the best hard liquor out there.
Easily.
For the
Someone
group,
was telling me there's a place where you can get $1 tequila sodas here.
wow, that
Shane.
sounds
Shane's got the
dangerous.
hookup.
That is messed up. I mean, it's great, but
Last
also,
time
like,
I partied with Shane, he took me to a place where they just give you buckets. Like
Tequila?
I ordered a tequila soda and it just came in a bucket with a handle.
what?
Yeah.
Did
I
you
was a
drink it
wreck
out of a
that
trough or did you
No,
have
I
a
went
straw?
straw, but the problem
Oh,
was
how big was the straw?
they just gave me more soda. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like it
yeah,
still had
yeah.
I got a double, so it still had 2 shots of tequila, but then it was just like a whole bucket of soda.
Yeah,
Huh.
that's my type of drink though.
Maybe
really
I gotta
watered
order
down.
a quad next time.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it'll just be extra soda, bigger bucket.
All right. just,
need
give
more
me, just give me a paint bucket.
The original drink of this group, and when I say this group, I'm of course leaving Henry out because
Okay.
he wasn't here for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Was Henry? You're just too young. You,
Yeah, okay.
you weren't even 21 probably
Okay.
when we. Whoa, we're going in and out here.
We are?
Or my mic was for
Oh.
a second. With the drink was a gin and tonic.
Yep. G&Ts were big for us.
That was when we were traveling to New Orleans.
Oh.
That was before I dealt with heartburn in my life.
Gin
Can't
or
really
tonic
do
is
gin.
bad?
It's both, I think.
Wow,
Really?
that's
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, it is. It's very tough.
I really like margaritas.
That's tequila.
It is. Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
The thing is, like, I don't know. You don't feel tough when you order one.
All right,
Which
is
I-
that something
I
you've
don't
been
worry.
working on?
Yeah,
Trying to
I
feel
don't- No,
tougher
no,
when you
don't
order
worry
things?
No,
about
but it does
feeling
cross
tough,
your mind.
Henry.
Where it's like, oh, that guy's not gonna think I'm
No,
tough. No,
no,
I'm not
no.
tough though, and that's why I embrace it. But also sometimes, like, if you're gonna have like 5 drinks, 5 margaritas, dangerous
very
game.
sugary.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
the tequila soda is kind of the
It's like tequila soda is kind of the black coffee of drinks.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah, it is the best drink out there though. It's an aviation, and this is when you just don't worry about it, Henry. It's a purple drink,
Oh.
See, that's
and
cool.
it's gin. It's maraschino liqueur, and so a little like cherry flavor, and then it has some what's violet liqueur?
Elderflower.
Yeah, violet liqueur. Close. Yeah, and that's what makes it purple.
Sounds terrible.
Oh, it's delicious.
I would drink the hell out of that.
We're going to have a lot of drinks tonight.
I have a bad feeling about tonight, if I'm being honest.
What time do we wake up tomorrow?
It doesn't
Probably
matter. Don't
8
think
a.m.
about that.
It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds like early.
And then, all right, we have Woody here who
Hi,
wrote
Woody.
super chat, but didn't actually send a super chat.
Ours
I-
that's
I
kind
feel
of like the guy who just took our money
I
last
can't share my true thoughts, otherwise that's what everybody's gonna do.
Yeah.
Good call though.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fall for that. Most producers wouldn't. But hey, I will address
First
it.
time.
So we'll answer his.
Guy's a
what have you
genius.
guys been doing there? Golf, food, need any recommendations? ?
Unfortunately, there's just no time for things.
Yeah.
This has
doing
been
things.
our life.
Yeah.
We got here at what, like 8 yesterday and left at 10?
Yep. And then that'll be the same thing tonight. The good thing is tonight on the schedule is a party.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have that
A little
going
more
for us.
fun.
But
That's
like,
great.
I was invited to play golf on Thursday. Imagine how hard it is for me to say no to that.
And you did?
It's just not an
or
option.
is
It's
it
not-
still open?
It's just not an option for me.
Oh, wow.
Parker tried to bring his golf clubs down. Airline lost them. The
Oh,
world
no.
knows that that is not what this place is about.
Yeah, we're here to work.
But
That was a
Wow.
fun game, though. When we were sitting above the wing where they load in all of the bags. So we were playing. Well, I was talking out loud. I was
playing
playing.
with yourself.
Yeah.
Oh
Well, the thing is,
my
when
God.
no,
You're
I
not
wasn't
supposed to do that
playing
on a
with myself.
plane.
Wow.
It's not what we're
HJ
saying.
over here.
I'm not. That would be my child, which wouldn't even make sense because.
Oh my gosh. We need to wrap.
No,
Yeah.
the point is though, in Colorado, what do people do? They go to ski. Why do people go to Arizona? Snowbirds to golf. So you play the game.
Snowbirds, not snowboards. Okay.
It's whatever. Is it golf clubs or skis?
There's
in
a lot
the
of
bags?
hockey sticks.
There was a weird number of hockey sticks, but you can look and be like,
Huh.
"Was that golf clubs? Is that skis?"
How
Right.
did you know they were hockey clubs?
Hockey
sticks.
sticks.
Yeah.
Well, they have the
The
big
shape.
A lot of them,
Oh.
are like,
and when we landed, baggage claim had a lot of them.
Wow.
including that weird little kid.
Oh, you're still talking about the kid.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
Wow.
Dragging him. All right. Well,
that is it, guys.
guess it's 2:05. Shockingly, old Eddie Mack hasn't showed up.
Oh man.
We'll try again
I
tomorrow.
wanted to talk about that horseradish sauce too.
Oh. Is it?
Wow.
Isn't it mustard
It's both.
in one?
No.
Or he has two.
He has all sorts of sauces.
Wow.
So maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
$500 super chat?
No, it's a fake one again. They tried. This one's better. They at least added the money in USD, but that's usually capitalized. You guys, on my end, it comes up like highlighted. That's how I know.
So you're going to have to figure out the coding to make your comment show up highlighted in yellow.
And unless you're related to Mr. YouTube, I don't think you know how.
But, you know, sometimes I'll save those. Shout out to you. Air Teeth says, hello, everyone. That's
yeah,
all
that's
he
fair.
wanted,
That's,
so, you know.
That was worth $500, I would say.
Yeah.
I was going to go to, I'm trying to go to website comments since we have a few minutes here.
Yeah, let's do it.
We did say we weren't going to have time for those, so we might not have any.
Yeah, you can go.
Oh.
I also
Only
have
one way
a
to-
teaser for the vlog that we dropped.
Oh.
So.
Okay. Oh, we do have a couple. This one's from Ozzy Dan, who says, "Good day, boys. A few weeks ago, I was gushing about the prospect of D'Amico Ryans and dreading the thought of giving up draft picks for a coach who has left his last team. Happy to say I was wrong. What an introduction for Payton yesterday. An adult, a leader, a culture changer. Almost every question he answered with a story." Henry was saying that's how you know someone's an adult. We have a coach who will lead, a coach who players respect. Man, I wish I could hibernate through Australia's upcoming winter and wake up in September for the new season. Our new game seems a lifetime away. Can't wait. Fired up. Let's go Broncos. Ozzy Dan.
You know what's so funny is Sean kind of said, yeah, we're not going to really do what Ozzy Dan said about winning in the offseason and winning the press conference and winning the draft and winning free agency. He said, all of that's great, but what we really want to do is just win in the fall. And it's just so funny that, and it's so nice to hear
the
a coach.
spring in Australia.
That's very true. Is it?
Yeah.
It's still called that? Like it's not just their fall, it's their spring? No, you're right, because the summer is right now.
Yeah.
But it's so refreshing to hear a coach say that, of what it actually, this is all about, is winning. Then it's such a basic thing, but it's something we haven't heard in a while.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
Next one from C. Fillmore72 says, my favorite takeaway from yesterday's press conference, among many other positives, was welcome news of the working relationship between Sean and George Payton. I'm very glad George Payton is staying around. He's an excellent GM, and the organization will thrive in the long run through continuity, not chopping and changing. Here's to many years of success for Payton and Payton. All the best from England, Christopher.
Thanks, Chris. I agree.
Thanks, Mr. Christopher.
Also, I see Lisa McCaffrey.
Oh.
She has a new podcast. Henry's girlfriend loves it.
Different people.
Ooh.
But yeah.
Gotta check that out.
Well, yeah, just to be clear. Yeah, no, they love it. It's Lisa McCaffrey and Ashley Adamson.
Yep. Ashley Adamson's right there, too.
The group.
They're a team.
The team. Yeah. It's about moms. They just interview famous people's moms. It's
Wow,
like Ryan
huge
Leaf's
week
mom.
for them, like Travis Kelce.
Big mom
and
week.
Jason Kelce.
Big mom week.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was a petition for her to do the coin toss.
Yep, I signed it.
She had a legendary quote about it.
What'd she say?
She was just like, I didn't do anything. Like, there's a bunch of people who have like put their blood, sweat, and tears into this game for a lifetime.
Dang.
They should flip the coin, not me. And I was like, I like you now.
Should have put the blood in.
I still
think she
signed
probably-
It
it.
is her blood.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
It's not actually hers. It's her bloodline.
Yes, both.
It's half hers.
Well, some of the blood definitely came from her.
at
Okay.
least on my understanding.
We don't
Yeah,
need the
back in the day,
educational
it did come
anatomy.
from her.
Maybe those men
You think it's still the
blood
same
change?
same blood?
Doesn't we have a doctor in the house?
Wouldn't the blood? It's the same blood from when you're born to when you die.
How would you get new blood?
I don't know. Wouldn't it go away and you get new blood? I don't know. Yeah. We need a doctor on
Did you
here
go
for
get
that.
do you go for your weekly blood change?
Should we just scream? Is there a doctor in here?
No,
Seems like a bad
That's
idea.
how you find a
I
good
would
doctor, yes.
leave.
It's true.
Well, at least the fastest one.
Oh, it's David Chow.
Sit down, join us.
The Chad, following that press conference, how do you think George Payton will fare? Do you think he'll be here for most of the Sean Payton era, or they move on after the draft or in a year?
Look, George Payton's going to be the scapegoat, and
Yep.
you need scapegoats when things go wrong. So if things go wrong, then George Payton will be the scapegoat, or not necessarily scapegoat, maybe the rightful scapegoat or the wrongful scapegoat. He's going to be the scapegoat because Sean Payton's bringing in his offensive coordinator. Sean Payton's bringing in his special teams coach, his defensive coordinator. So if things go wrong, then George Payton's going to be gone. If things go right, there's going to be no need to fire George Payton.
Totally.
Good take.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Last one from Denver Rivals. Hey, guys, I'm excited for the DNVR and Denver Rivals to end Alzheimer's Nuggets watch party on February 25th. Don't forget, donations to the association can win you a Jamal Murray signed basketball and other great Nuggets items. My comments today counters the point that Kendall Hinton, Hall of Famer, made on the last pod. It would be better for the Chiefs to lose than to win. Yeah, great take. Players want to go places where they can win championships, and it would sway more players to the Chiefs with the recent Super Bowl win. Plus, the Chiefs would tie the Broncos and Raiders for overall Super Bowl wins, and they'd be unbearable all offseason. Sean Payton had it right by saying, "Go Eagles," and never wish well to your division rival. The one thing I'm wondering through all of Payton's coaching hires is who will be special teams coordinator. They'll play a big piece in our success. The years we've been competitive, we've had solid special teams. In fact, the Tebow season wouldn't have been possible without the clutch leg of Matt Prater and the solid punting from Colquitt / the kick coverage. I also find it interesting we haven't seen many posts hyping up the Sean Payton hire from number 3 himself. Good point. I feel the moment we knew Hackett wasn't it, we should have realized he was when he was being such a player-appeasing coach, allowing egos to inflate, letting Gordon talk Hackett into starting him primarily after the Raiders' fumble trouble, and saying he studies analytics and player history with his decision-making, and then sending McManus out to kick a 64-yard field goal, which McManus is 0-3 from after Seattle. Either way, glad we have Payton as a coach. Go DNVR and support Denver Rivals.
Love it. And we've seen one post from Russell Wilson on all of social media talking about Sean Payton. It was yesterday. He just said, excited that you're here, glad to work with you.
That's good enough for me.
Yep, good enough for me. Also, so you know how on Reddit, it's like the Reddit, it's the whatever, it's all pushed together, it's one word. So it's Super Bowl, all one word. It's Super Bowl subreddit.
Superb Owl.
It's actually, so the people, Superb Owl is actually what Super Bowl is. I think that's cool. So people just post a bunch of pictures of owls.
Henry, that's been a thing for 20 years.
Just topical.
Oh, okay.
Highly.
Based off of what?
He kept talking about the Super Bowl in the comment.
Owls are my favorite animal.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I thought it's fun.
Me and Vaughn.
Should we call it the Superb Owl? Sounds like owl.
The rest of the week, you know how you can't say Super Bowl or advertise Super Bowl? What if you just advertise it as that?
Superb Owl?
Yeah.
That is the way to do it.
Yeah, one time we called it the large game on the tailgate. Because the big game was played out.
And for all of our bar branding.
Yeah, we did.
Game. Speaking of bars, tomorrow, Illegal Pete's.
Yeah. Tomorrow we're going to Illegal Pete's. Actually, I've had quite a few people hit me up being like, "You're in Phoenix? Come hang out." As you guys know, we just talked about how we don't have really time to do anything. But tomorrow, on the schedule already, that means we're going to be there.
Let's go.
We're going to Illegal Pete's on Mill, specifically just to hang out with you guys. So let's go get some delicious Illegal Pete's, drink some beers,
margaritas,
tequila sodas, margaritas, all on the table. So come hang out with us there. We're excited to partner up with Illegal Pete's and hang out with you guys.
Let's go. I can't wait.
Go.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. That is going to wrap it up for us here today. Day 2 Super Bowl podcast
Super
row.
Bowl.
It's been a hell of a show. Shout out to Chris Sims.
Yep.
Shout out to Alex Singleton. And Alex, we'll see you later tonight.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
All right. See you guys.